What's up, guys? Dovestorm here, and I'm doing something a little different today. So, sorry, I have a sore throat right now. So, I've been wanting to do speed paints on here for quite a while now. And I haven't really been able to get it there so far, but this speed paint is actually pretty important to me because of the story behind me wanting to make this piece. So it all kind of started when this morning I was on Tumblr. You know how I seem to always be on Tumblr. Anyone who knows Turtle and Red 2016, that's me on Tumblr. And I'm almost always on it. Except when there's internet issues. That's completely different. But today, I was going through my main page, some of the people I follow, what they've been posting. And, okay, so this story is kind of gonna be about the anonymous function on Tumblr, because I just hate it. On one hand, it would be great for when you don't want to outright say that you like someone because you're embarrassed or you're shy. It's great in that sense, but what's not great is how most seem to use it. Now, what I'm talking about, now I say most, but that's most of what I've seen. I have trouble switching on the anonymous thing, so I never use it anyway. But you know those people who go on who, as an anonymous person, put in your ask box hate and wanting you to delete your blog, or saying that you're a terrible person, that your art or whatever your blog is about is terrible. I hate that. Although I've never experienced it personally. I'm also not that big in Tumblr yet. I've been on for almost 2 years. No one gives a crap about me. Except for, my mutuals, who I'm talking about in this video. So this is kind of a rant with a speed paint. I guess I should have said this earlier. If you don't want to hear about my Tumblr stories and you don't care what I'm talking about, just mute the video and put on your own music. If you just want to hear my story and don't care about the speed paint, you don't have to watch the video. You can just do what I do most of the time when I'm watching a speed paint, and that's just click on it for the music and then go do something else and just listen to the music. Because that's what I do a lot. Sometimes I'll look at the speed paint itself if I need inspiration, because other people give me inspiration. That's how I was inspired for this speed paint. So, what happened? So, a while back, I was watching this person on Tumblr. I still watch them. They still follow me as well. We're great friends. And she encourages me to do my art frequently, and she loves when I or anyone else decides, you know what, this person's a great artist, I'm gonna do fan art of one of their comics. And she is the most vocal out of them, even though the other person of the two that work on this comic is the one who seems to post the most comics and is the reason I first found the person I'm talking about. But what happened was there were some people going on to Anon or Anonymous and were basically spamming her ask box with messages saying that she was an art thief and that she had copied someone else's story as well, because these people write stories, they don't just do art. So she got upset and was getting really upset. I told her she was awesome, not to listen to the hater, don't listen to the haters, all that. I kind of didn't want to rant, mainly because I was tired at the time, so I couldn't fully process what the situation was. So I just gave her encouraging words saying, hey, you're awesome. Don't listen to the people who say you're not. Now, today was far different. Today, one of my closest friends, the previous time that I had just mentioned, is with someone that I only have known for a few months. The person that got the hate today, I've known almost my entire Tumblr life or something. My entire time on Tumblr, there. But she has changed her blogs some, so I'm not going to say the blogs just for the respect, because I don't want people to figure out who she actually is and start spamming her, because I'm pretty sure that's why she makes these blogs, is to get away from the haters and the bad people who just aren't that nice. Although she does tell in certain blogs that she changed her blog. But today, I was looking at stuff on Tumblr like I do every day, while waiting for another friend to reply to our roleplay that we're doing. And oh my gosh, this thing really irked me. But what happened was someone anonymously, actually on two different blogs, on a Venus blog that she had, and then an OC blog. The first blog, someone's trying to call me, some stranger, but the first blog was her Venus blog. Someone had gone on Anonymous and started bad-mouthing her version of Venus de Milo, which honestly, and saying it's not canon and that Venus shouldn't have boobs. And, of course, that's kind of harsh. I mean, did you even watch that series? I didn't, because I've seen pictures of what the turtles looked like in that series, the one series that Venus was actually in, and they are freaking terrifying to me. Ninja Turtles is actually terrifying in, I believe it was the Next Mutation? Yeah, I think that was what it was. The Next Mutation. And it's kind of like, basically what she had done was basically make her own character or her own alternate version of the character that is basically built up as if it was an original character. The name and the relation to the canon characters is just based off of a canon character from one series. Which, in that series, Venus did have boobs. Sure, in my friend's version of it, Venus can produce milk. She does have I can't even say it. But I don't see anything wrong with that. To me, that is the equivalent to how I used to put hair on my female turtle OCs. And that was all because I thought that since they are kind of a mutation with turtles and human DNA, that a female could possibly have hair on her head like a human female. Than any human, actually, if they don't shave their head or lose all their hair. So I never thought giving more human attributes to the character was anything wrong. Heck, I even have an AU where I turn the turtles into cats. So crossing species is not a problem to me, clearly. But she worked hard on this version of Venus, and people were just trashing her. Now, I did not say anything because by the time I got to the post, she already had 3 people. Okay, at the time it was 2 people, but a third person did join in on her side and getting mad at the anonymous user for saying that her version of Venus was terrible, because honestly her version of Venus is awesome. So is this other Venus blog that I know, but that's another story for another day. If I ever remember that story and decide, hey, let me talk about this during a speed paint. Gosh, I'm going to be talking about random stuff during my 20 art styles challenge, which I decided to make harder by doing 20 different characters that I've created over the years. One of them being Lotus, who is in this picture, in this speed paint, and you will see the finished picture of her, of the 20 art style challenge in my own style when I go to pick out the colors for coloring in the piece. I don't know if I'll shade the things yet. If I do, it'll be off camera, because I already finished recording the first 4 characters in my style. And I'm probably going to turn that into a series just because of how long those will probably take. Anyway, back on point. So the post that really got me angry and got me in it was a post that she had just recently done on her OC blog, which is a character that's like a mother to the Ninja Turtles, who was taken by Shredder, mutated, kind of abused, and other stuff that is not really safe for kids. But the girl who made the blog is over 18, okay? So it's okay for her to make this stuff. It's not like she's into abusive relationships, even though that seems to be a theme with all her characters. But then again, she has some pretty messed up history with her own family. Mainly her dad. Seriously, whenever she talks about her dad, I just want to find where he is and punch him in the face. That's how much I don't like when people are mean to my friends. I want to punch the person who was mean to them in the face. Or the genital region if they're a dude. because I have tried to kick a guy in the genital region before. When I was in 7th grade, I believe. No, not 7th grade. I was in high school at that time. Probably 9th or 10th grade. I know it was early because it definitely wasn't my junior or senior years. So, I am getting way off topic. What happened was they were basically on this blog, this anonymous ask. Someone had put into the ask box that my friend was trash and she should delete her blog, and called her a word I'm not gonna say on YouTube. But basically called her another word for a female genitalia part. Yeah, I got ticked off. So I went and sent an ask as well, kind of mirroring the person who did the same when defending the popular comic blog from anonymous people that were being mean. I went into the asks and I ranted about the anonymous users, telling them they should shut up because they don't know what this person has gone through, whereas I have. They don't know what she's been through. They don't know anything about her, and them saying that she should delete her blog and calling her things that are bad to mention in front of children, which is why I'm not mentioning it. Seriously, never watch my brother's Nuzlocke videos. I have no idea how to censor out the cuss words. Although if you're an adult and you like Pokemon, go ahead! But kids, be warned. And parents, because he does cuss, and I have no idea how to censor it. He does sometimes go oops, beep, or just say beep, but that's just very few times. But I was so mad, and then, of course, I went and made another ask because my rant filled up the entire ask box limit. So I made another ask apologizing that that she had to hear me rant. And she was really happy and kind of emotional about me defending her. And honestly, I don't like to get into drama, but if you tell my friend that she should delete her blog, which basically, to me, since I don't have access to my Tumblr friends via any other source except for maybe Discord, with the case of this particular friend who is never on Discord except for when I bother her on Tumblr about it. And I don't bother her on Tumblr about it because I know she's going through crap. I only bothered her about it once, and then she was on Discord for the rest of the night. That was it. But yeah, just basically telling someone to delete their blog, in my mind, since I have no other way to talk to her, since she does live in my state, I know that, but she lives in another city, and I don't have a car, so I can't drive over to her and be like, "Are you okay? What's going on? Are you dying?" So if someone goes inactive on their blog and they don't have any other blogs that I know about, or they delete their blog, and I don't know why, they don't give a reason why, I freak out thinking that they're dead. In my mind, they're dead. So telling someone to delete their blog, to me, is like telling them to kill themselves. So obviously I was ticked off. And like I said, I defended my friend, and then she gave me a hug, or kind of a hug, I guess. It's one of those virtual hugs where you put like an action code in, like hug or snuggles. kind of thing, like when you're doing role plays. I get a lot of those from her whenever I'm really nice and supportive. Usually I just let my friends on Tumblr that are going through stuff just talk and rant away, and I'll sit there and listen. So, yeah. That's all for this episode. Gosh, I don't know if I'll be able to speed up this speed paint with how long I took to talk. Well, this has been an interesting rant. And finally, I'll have some Ninja Turtle stuff on my YouTube channel. Hooray! I'm trying to put all my favorite things in there. That's why there's also My Little Pony stuff. And Littlest Pet Shops. Mostly Littlest Pet Shops and Pokemon. So, yeah. I'm Dovestorm. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, you don't have to do that, but that would really make my day, because I am basically friendless and alone in my room. And there's possibly a burglar in here. I don't know. I keep hearing weird noises. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Dovestorm. Goodbye!